Guys, today we're reading about Spartan culture and war. Number one, what was Sparta's power based on? Two, Spartan citizens were raised to become. Three, how did Spartans make sure only the strongest members of society became citizens? Four, when did boys leave for military training? Five, when did soldiers stop their training? Six, what did Spartan women do? And seven, why did Spartans believe women need to be strong? Spartan culture. Because Sparta based its power on military strength, Spartans spent little time focusing on arts and culture. From birth, Spartan citizens were raised to become soldiers. When a boy was born, he was brought before a council of elders, who examined him to ensure he was healthy. If the boy was determined to be healthy, he was returned to his parents. If the council decided the child was not healthy in some way, the baby was taken away from his parents and left to die of exposure. Spartans believed this practice would strengthen their society by ensuring that only the strongest members survived. When boys reached the age of 7, they left their families and moved into the barracks, military housing, to begin their training as soldiers. They remained in training until age 20, at which time they became members of the Spartan army. They were allowed to marry after they turned 18, but they were not allowed to live with their wives until after they turned 30. Although their training was not as intense as that of their male counterparts, Spartan women were also trained in military techniques to be able to defend Sparta should enemies attack while the men were away. Additionally, women perform many exercises to become and stay strong, because Spartans believed strong women produce strong children. Page 2-1. War. Number 1. What were the wars between the Greek city-states and Spartan and Persian Empire called? 2. How many invasions of Greece did Persia launch? 3. What was the Delian League? 4. What were members of the Delian League to do? 5. What did Athens use the money from the Delian League for? 6. What was the name of the war between Sparta and Athens? 7. Who did the Spartans ask for help against the Athenians? And 8. How did the Peloponnesian War end? War. The Greek city-states and the Persian Empire fought a series of wars, known as the Persian Wars, over nearly half a century. Persia launched 2 invasions against Greece in 490 before Common Era and 479 before Common Era, but the Greeks overcame the Persians and succeeded in freeing the Greek city-states on the border of Persia. After the Persian Wars, Athens formed the Delian League in order to help defend the island city-states from further Persian aggression and to help free those city-states that were still under Persian rule. City-states that were members of the League were required to pay the Athenians for continued protection by the Athenian navy. However, instead of using the money on the navy, the Athenians used much of the money from the League to finance their own building projects, such as the Parthenon, a temple built to honor the goddess Athena. In 431 before Common Era, Sparta joined with other discontented members of the Delian League to fight Athens. Some members of the League remained loyal and fought with Athens. The Peloponnesian War raged on and off for 25 years. Neither side achieved an advantage during much of that time. Finally, in 405 before Common Era, Sparta sought aid from Persia to help defeat the Athenian navy. With the help of the Persians, Sparta was able to defeat the Athenian navy. The loss of most of the fleet made it difficult for Athens to obtain resources. The Spartan army then surrounded Athens to cut off supplies and starve its citizens into surrender. All right, guys, going to answer those questions if you would, please.